That is why you need to finish third in the league. We're out of Europe, 4-0 on the night. Paok absolutely smashed this. 6-1 on aggregate. Our European journey for the season is all over. Welcome back, guys, to Son of Scotland TV. Shite game, shite night, shite draw, shite season so far, 3 shite managers and a shite team. It's fair to say everything about Hearts at the moment is shite. But let's not worry, we're in good company because the rest of Scotland is also shite. Scotland is an absolute embarrassment in Europe, so it's not like we're the only ones getting laughed at. No, Hibs are pish, Rangers are pish. I'm sure Celtic will get scalped in the Champions League too, and Aberdeen looks like they're going to be playing Europa Conference League, and who knows how far they'll go in that. Probably won't even go out the groups. But let's be real, there isn't a 6-1 aggregate difference between Hearts and Paok in quality. We shouldn't be losing this tie 6-1. I can accept Paok are the better side. I can accept that they're favourites. I can accept that. I can accept losing, but not by 6-1. There's not that big a difference between these two teams. It's definitely not a 6-1 aggregate and a 4-0 defeat tonight, and we just were not very good. I could talk about the game. I could talk about where it went all wrong, but I'd rather talk about the more important issues. I said last season, first of all, I thought it was a mistake we got rid of Robbie Nielsen. I don't know why we done that. For me, it is fucking retarded. It's straight up retarded. We're getting rid of the guy that has brought the club the only bit of success, the only success we've really had in the past decade. If you look at the last 10 years for Hearts, all the best stuff we've done is with Robbie Nielsen in charge. Robbie Nielsen is our most successful manager in the past 10 years. By far. I mean, it's not even fucking close. The guy won the championship twice by a canter. I mean, the first time we beat Rangers by 27 points, even though they were favourites, they were spending much more money than we were. We still beat them by 27 points. Second time, we won it again easy from Dundee. His first season up, first time he got us promoted, he finished third. Second time at the club, he got us promoted for the championship. First season in the league, he finished third. So back-to-back third place finishes. And okay, last season, we dropped a lot of points. We dropped more points than we should have. I can accept that. But the guy got us in that position. Plus, we had a shitload of injuries. We had the worst injury record last year, by far, not even fucking close. Now, Rangers had a bad injury list, but ours was worse, and we had European group stage football to contend with. The fact that we actually were in third place coming out of January, February, I think was impressive. Now, yeah, we let Aberdeen catch us, and Aberdeen did overtake us, but I think to sack Nielsen and not even give him the end of the season, not to give Nielsen till the end of the year, the end of the season, to see if he could get third back. It was very disrespectful. He didn't deserve that. I know a lot of people don't like him for whatever reason, but I could have almost accepted it if we were going to look and try and bring in a real manager, a proper manager, and we haven't done that. We've got this fucking free system set up. It's what the fuck is this? It's an absolute embarrassment. You've got Stephen Naismith, who's not qualified to be a manager, yet he is the manager, but we can't say he's the manager because we'll get fined because he doesn't have his coaching badges or whatever. What? That is a joke. That is a joke. You would not expect that from a well-run club, and I think we're pretty well-run, but this decision to have these three guys, let's be real, out of their depth, man. They don't know what they're doing. They're proving it this season. They don't know our best formation. They don't know our best 11. And to be fair, I mean, right now, neither do I. I'm not quite sure what our best formation is. I'm not quite sure what our best 11 is. We have brought in some decent players, I think, in the window, but I couldn't tell you right now. And it's strange because, last season, if you'd asked me to pick my Hearts team, my starting 11, I would have, without hesitation, went through the team, and maybe only a couple of positions, 1 or 2 positions, I would have thought were up for grabs. But, I mean, I'm looking at the team now, and I don't know. I mean, obviously, Shankland in there, Shankland's the number 1 pick. Shankland I want in there, but, I mean, other than him, it's I'm just not sure. I'm totally not sure. Don't know what formation, don't know what tactics. I don't know what these three fucking morons are doing. But all we're getting done at the moment is getting pumped that POK. The draw against Kilmarnock in the league I thought was poor. We were underwhelming in that game. The defeat against Dundee was mince. That first half was a tough watch. 45 minutes of fucking garbage. And tonight wasn't any better. So obviously I don't want to be to Europe, but at least we can focus now domestically. We can focus on the league. Hopefully we can beat Kilmarnock in the Scottish League Cup here, and I'd love to bring a trophy back to Hearts this season. I'd love us to win a cup, but this is why you need to finish third in the league. It is, let's be real, Scottish teams aren't good enough, and I might go on a rant about it in a different fed, right? I don't even feel like talking right now, but Scottish teams in Europe are just not good enough, and Hearts proved that tonight, and realistically, Nielsen came in, fucking Nielsen fuck Nielsen, I don't mind the guy, and he might do okay as a coach to Steve Clark, but that's because he's got fucking Steve Clark with him. He's got these two idiots, Frankie McAvoy and the other guy whose name I can't even remember. I mean, standing next to those two guys, you need to know your shit. So you could basically put the cones out for Steve Clark, and you can get away in that Scotland setup, that Scotland system. You can be known as a good coach because you've got Steve Clark fucking holding your hand. What's Stephen A. Smith got? He's got nobody holding his hand. Fucking it's no good enough. It's no good enough. I don't like the system. I don't like the setup. I don't like this three-tier system managerial position. It's not good. We should have got somebody else, and we should have hired a better manager. We should have been more ambitious. It's backfired. We went for the cheap option. Stephen A. Smith, he won't cost the club much. And, well, in the end, it is going to cost us because we're out of Europe. I think we're going to struggle this season. And who knows? Who knows what we're going to do? But we should have recruited. We should have recruited a better manager. Simple as that. And we should, well, to be fair, we should never have got rid of Robbie Nielsen. Or we should have at least give Robbie a chance to turn it around. I mean, if Robbie continued to drop points last season, and if we finished 4th or we finished 5th, then at the end of the day, I could almost accept that. I'd be like, yeah, fair enough. But, I mean, to get rid of the guy just because we got overtaken by Aberdeen, there was still like 7 games to go. We could have caught Aberdeen. Aberdeen last season, let's be real, they fluked it. They went on this amazing run that they will not repeat. Aberdeen will not do that again this season. Barry Robson is not a good manager. They also made the wrong decision in hiring Barry Robson. And it's going to come back and bite Aberdeen in the ass. And I think us sacking Robbie Nielsen certainly biting us in the ass. Because at the moment we're left with these 3 stooges that just don't really know what they're doing. And I have no hope, no optimism for this season. I mean, I think we could still finish 3rd, but that's purely because I believe that Hibs and Aberdeen are rank. I think they both suck. So it's not. I don't think we're going to necessarily finish 3rd because we're great. I think it could just be a case of the other 2 teams aren't that good, and then. I mean, you've got likes of St Mirren, Motherwell, Kilmarnock, but it's going to be realistically tough for any of them to mount a challenge for 3rd. But anyway, guys, that's it. Smashed tonight in Europe, 6-1 in aggregate. Embarrassing. It's been an embarrassing week for Scottish football. And, yeah, no, what can you say? At least the national team's doing well. That's the only positive you can take right now. But from a club level, it's fucking shambolic. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, though, peace.